Now, with 7 First Alert weather, this is 7 Eyewitness News at 11.
Shut it down!
Shut it down!
More detention demonstrations. This time, protesters make their plea across Western New York. This happened as the White House got a first-hand look at conditions near the southern border tonight. Good evening, everyone. Ashley is off this evening. This is what Vice President Mike Pence saw at a detention facility in Texas today. As you can see, hundreds of men huddled together behind a steel fence. An officer told Vice President Pence there are nearly 400 people in just this room alone. Some of them are claiming they have been there for 45 days and have not taken a shower. The vice president called the facility overcrowded and the system overwhelmed.
We're simply not going to keep people in individual holding cells beyond what is appropriate. And as they explained today, they had to establish a temporary facility where people are getting 3 meals a day and they're getting hygiene and they're getting health care and they're being provided for in an air-conditioned environment. But it's a temporary facility because this facility is simply being overwhelmed.
Protesters made pleas in Buffalo and Batavia tonight. 7 Eyewitness News reporter Nikki Dementri has more on the message they are trying to send.
3 vigils, 3 cities. Rochester, Batavia, and Buffalo.
Shut it down!
Shut it down!
The demonstrations in Western New York, just some of hundreds of protests across the country Friday night. Each city participating in Lights for Liberty, a movement to immediately end migrant detention centers here in the U.S.
Doesn't matter if you're Democrat, Republican, or neither one. These are children. And we are human beings. What happened to our compassion?
The Batavia demonstration happening yards away from the Buffalo Federal Detention Facility.
If there's somewhere that we want to support detained migrants in this area, this is it.
Adults and children alike on hand to listen to speakers. Then a candlelight vigil. And after the crowd of more than 100 walked down to the entrance of the facility.
I hope someday you'll join us.
Simultaneously, protesters in Buffalo's Elmwood Village filled Bidwell Park to share their message.
They are not coordinated, but in a way they are, because it is people coming together and saying enough is enough, close the camps down.
And down the thruway to Rochester, another peaceful demonstration in Washington Square Park. 7 Eyewitness News has reached out to several congressmen who represent constituents here in Western New York, including Congressman Tom Reed and Congressman Chris Collins. We have yet to hear back. We asked them for requests to comment on these vigils and protests that happen here across Western New York, as well as the migrant detention facilities down at the U.S. border. Live in the newsroom tonight, Nikki Dementri, 7 Eyewitness News.